Joe. All right, good morning, everybody. As Joe alluded to, this is not very planned. I was asked very last minute this morning, and it kind of segues into my journey into where I'm going with this is the power of yes. 45 minutes to an hour ago, I was asked to come up and talk with you guys about this journey to becoming a rising star through the Colorado Springs Business Journal. And wow, what a journey it is. And that journey was not intentional, it was not planned, it was not even on my radar. It started probably about 6 or 7 years ago when I felt this calling, this innate need to be bigger than I really was, to be more. And as I started following that journey and listening to my heart, I met this group of people, and they're called Mac Monday. They're not a nonprofit, they're not funded by anybody, they're self-funded and they're self-organized, very grassroots. And every single Monday, they go down to America the Beautiful Park and they share a bowl of mac and cheese with the homeless. We usually share about 75 bowls to 100 bowls on a weekly basis. Nobody knows about us, completely under the radar. Shh, don't tell anybody. But it's not about volunteer hours. It's not about donations when it comes to Mac Monday. It's about connecting, giving a friend a hug who's usually ignored or considered a volunteer opportunity, right? Mac Monday really connected me to where my calling was. And I became ingrained into this community because of that philosophy and because of my heart for people. Fast forward, I also felt a deeper calling with my church, and I have the superpower of human resources. So I was able to go in during a huge transition at my church and help them transition pastors in a very methodical, smart way. That was my deeper calling again. And then I showed up here, and I was asked, just after a couple meetings, to help become an organizer here at A Million Cups. Again, that power of yes. I said yes to Mac Monday. I said yes to my church. I said yes to 1 million cups. And me, I'm a yes person, which is something you should not be ashamed of, right? So I journeyed a lot. And at this point, I even had my mom saying, okay, Reanna, you've got way too much on your plate. Not only are you doing all this stuff, you're trying to start a business and this and that. She's like, why don't you slow down? I mean, your kids, you got all this other stuff. And I'm like, this is my heart, and this is what it's telling me, and I've got to listen to it. And then I get called by a friend, and he says, Reanna, I want to run for D38 school board. Will you be my campaign manager? Okay. That initial okay turned into a yes, I'm all in. And I spent hours organizing a campaign for free. There was no compensation, but I was able to bring a fresh, new perspective. I had never done this before, but I worked my ass off for about 3 months straight on getting this guy elected. So, again, Mac Monday, church, 1 million cups, school board election, and last year was hard. It was a lot because it all kind of came to a culmination. I put on 30 pounds because it was so hard. Drive-thrus. Yeah, I'm an emotional eater, I'm a fast eater, it wasn't good. So, long story short, I'm sitting there at my desk a few weeks ago, and I get this email from the Colorado Springs Business Journal. It says, congratulations, you've been nominated for the Colorado Springs Rising Stars Award. I said, what the heck is this? And then I got on the phone with the Colorado Springs Business Journal, and they said, okay, you've been nominated. We're not going to tell you who nominated you just yet, but you need to come up with 2 letters of recommendation. So in my mind, because you don't see what people think from you on the outside in, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask 10 people, and maybe I'll get 2 letters of recommendation, because people are busy, and who knows, maybe I screwed up something along the way. So I went through my mind, I came up with 9 people, and I asked 9 people. Within 4 days, I had 9 letters of recommendation. 9. And boy. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind. Reading what these people said about me on paper, holy shit. I'm like, I think you got the wrong person.
Do you have a photo shoot after this?
I know, damn it. This is all still new. Like, I've only known about this for 2 weeks, and then I just found out last Thursday that I actually got the award. And now I gotta go do a photo shoot. Thanks, guys. So here it is. It's not about the business. The money will come, right? It's about finding your passion and what you're good at and using your superpower and just say yes. Thank you. Did I get it? Sorry, I need coffee, so I'm walking. Okay.
All right,
Hi, Bob.
So I was one of the 9.
Yes, you were. Thank you.
It was an honor to write that letter. And when you called me back and said, "Is this really true?" I went, "Yes." Right? And I think the other 9 people that wrote those letters would agree with that. And if you're in the room, you will, right? So talk a little bit about how, so 2 questions. Talk a little bit about how you're making an impact in this community, in the business world. And 2, if you want to share, talk about your next endeavor that you've got a little thing coming up here that you're pursuing as making an impact.
How did I know you were going to go there? Okay, so business community. Again, superpowers. My business, HR Branches, it was founded on the power of yes. My husband owns a CPA firm, and his small business clients found out I was an HR professional. They started filtering questions through him to me. I tried to find somewhere to send them to, come to find out there's like nothing. And I said, we can't leave these people behind. They need help. They need help more than the corporations. And those organizations who already have HR people on board, right? They need direction because this stuff can put them out of business. And they've got nothing except for Google, and Google is not reliable, right? So again, my husband said, well, there's a gap in the market. Do you want to fill it? I said, yes. So that's what I did, and that's how I'm using my superpowers. I see actually a couple clients here, and hopefully I've helped you in giving you my superpowers and at least giving you peace of mind, especially when you got those weird and wonky employee situations, helping you sleep at night because they can really keep you up. So did that cover the business side? Okay. And then next endeavor, I've got Bob as like one of my #1 cheerleaders. Thank you, Bob. It was a true honor to receive that letter from you. But as my cheerleader, he has actually encouraged me to apply for a TED Talk. Holy cow. It's been a dream of mine, and as you can tell, I'm really not afraid to get up and talk in front of people. I like to gab all day long. So we've come up with some really good material, and we're applying for the Breckenridge TEDx series and say a little prayer. Where am I at?
Any other questions?
See, Lauren?
There we go.
So the year of yes is based off of 2 things. Based off of Yes Man, which was a Jim Carrey movie. He was kind of a loser and trying to figure out what his life was really about. You're not a loser. I'm not sure.
I've had my moments, honey.
And then lately, Sharonda Rhimes writes a book called The Year of Yes. How do you choose what you're going to say yes to? One can say yes to everything. I'm asking because you're going to give me some insight on it. One can say yes to everything, and then you put yourself out there, you find yourself being taxed with wanting to be blessing, wanting to serve your community, wanting to help those people who ask you to say yes. How do you choose what you say yes to? Because you could say yes to everything and be overwhelmed by that.
Yes is never easy. No is the easy answer. Let's make that very, very clear. Yes is the hard choice. I don't say no to much. I don't like the word. I think that the word creates blocks and barriers, destroys communities, destroys businesses. I think the word no is probably the most destructive word in the English language. But I do believe that there are times when you have to say, okay, what's my balance in life, right? And you really have to listen to your passions and your heart and your soul and figure out what's important to me. I'm a people person. I want to help all people out there. If you were to ask me to volunteer at the Humane Society, I'd probably say that's not a good fit, but let me find someone who is a good fit for you, right? So even if there's a no possibility coming your way, don't be a barrier, don't be a blockade. Say, you know what, I can't fill that for you, but let me help you find an alternative to me. And you're still staying true to yes, and you're still staying true to your passions, your beliefs, and your desires. Oh, come on, guys. This is a part of A Million Cups. Ask questions.
Can you speak about transitioning pastors, what the challenges were and what the desired outcomes were?
Oh, my Lanta. I know, right? Be careful what you wish for. Okay, so the transitioning pastors, that is not easy. It was a full year of self-discovery. We had a very beloved pastor who was ingrained into everything we are. He was a part of our church for 35 years, and he drove everything. He was a visionary and this wonderful person. And so losing him, he literally left our church to go start a nonprofit downtown Denver, handing out shoes to kids. Incredible person. Tig, yes. Did you? I love Tig, yes. He's the godfather of my children. Anyways, so we went through a whole year of self-discovery and figuring out who were we without Tig? What did we look like without him? And that was hard in itself. And we're there. We figured out we're an entrepreneurial community. We are a community of yes people, and we're a missional community who want to get out there and hit the streets and love on people, initiatives, things. And so we got all that figured out, and we put our strategy in place, and now we're at the call point, so we are actually calling pastors right now. We just released our call, and so we're going to start the interview process in about 2 weeks, and we've got a really great direction. It took a year. It took a year to figure that out. And we did hard work and had hard conversations, but it's been spectacular. Thank you.
I actually met you 2 weeks ago. I was intimidating because the little people starting our little thing, and you're looking at 5 years.
Really? I don't feel that way.
It was a fantastic time, and you gave me your 100% undivided attention the entire time. And I've met people who just kind of glaze off into the world, and I really appreciated that. And you told me this, and I kind of wanted to, everybody else, know, where did the inspiration come to start the business you have, which essentially people taking care of people, large amounts of people? Where did that idea come from?
I don't remember what I said.
Well, you can tell me what you think now.
So the idea of people taking care of people?
Your company, essentially.
Yeah. I think it kind of ties back to why I started HR Branches, is helping individuals sleep at night. Business owners, they take on a huge risk. They take on a huge amount of responsibility. And there are so many facets in life that they get into this business and they just want to do what they do really, really, really good, right? And then all of this other stuff, the financials and the people stuff and the insurance, they don't care about that. They just want to do what they do well. And so when they first start out, especially in a lot of the stuff, you kind of have to hold them by the hand and guide them and love on them and teach them. And that's why I'm very particular about who I partner with, because not everybody can help a small business owner. They just expect people to get it because I know this. It's not like that, right? And so taking an entrepreneur, a business owner, and saying, you do what you do well, and I'm going to take care of all this other junk to help you run your business well, I think goes leaps and bounds. And making it easy to digest, absorb, and execute is important. Did I capture that? Or?
Very much so, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Reanna, congratulations.
Thank you, Josh.
Can you tell us any other entrepreneurial awards that are available in the city that you know about, or maybe places that we could figure out those resources on?
Absolutely, there are so many great awards. So there's the Colorado Springs Business Journal's Rising Star Award. You guys want to hear a little secret? So it's for people who are under 40. The day of the awards dinner is literally my 40th birthday. What a way to celebrate my 40th birthday, right? I think I'm the only girl in this world actually looking forward to turning 40 now. But they also have, oh gosh, they've got Women of Influence, which is an wonderful award. They have a few other small business and entrepreneurial awards. You can look at the Chamber and the EDC. They've got a few awards. I didn't really have a chance to prepare. I would love to have a list and talk about it more, but I believe, if I recall correctly, I heard someone say in Colorado Springs alone, there are about 50 different awards available to small business owners that you can qualify for. And I believe the Chamber is a really great resource to reach out to, and they've got a list of the awards and the qualifications to actually apply. And you guys, this is a really cool feeling. I didn't plan this, I didn't expect this, I didn't nominate myself, it just happened. And boy, it's pretty neat, it is. So do it, go out there and apply and see what's out there. I hope it'll be really good for my business, but it's really great chicken soup for the soul.
Well, one thing that's actually open for voting right now is the Colorado Institute for Social Impact. That's
Prism.
3 categories of the Prism Awards. Those are out for votes right now. I think they just got all the nominees, and they're going to put it out. So that'll be in the next couple of weeks. So that you'll see several small businesses, nonprofit, social impact, or otherwise that are doing great things in the community. So that'll be kind of the next round as well.
That closes Friday.
Closes Friday.
The nominees close.
Okay.
How about anybody else? Does anybody else know of any more awards?
Better Business Bureau is starting their Customer Service Awards. So, it's a great business for customer service. So that's going to start to open. They're going to do evaluations of your business and customer service. There's evaluators and everything else. So that's another great award.
Anybody else?
The Women's Chamber has the accolades every year, so that'll be coming up.
Oh, there's the Athena Award through the Women's Chamber. Yeah, that's a really great award. One day.
All right, who wants to ask our super special question?
What do we, as the Colorado Springs community, do?
Screw me, let's support our community through the power of yes. Thank you.